Welcome to TechUV.com, your solution providers. This is Abhishek, and today we're going to be working on the basic panel of Adobe Photoshop Lightroom. So we're going to be working on raw images, and because we're going to be using raw images, it contains a lot of information, and so we can do much better edit and much better other processes in the raw files. So we're going to open our develop module right here. And because Lightroom is non-destructive, so as you can see we have a history panel over here which shows all of our adjustments that we have done on a particular image, and so all the information is preserved and nothing is lost, and our original image is also preserved in Lightroom. So the first thing we can do here is, as you can see, there is a lot of shadow in this picture, so we can try to autocorrect this by clicking the brush here and clicking on a point where we think the white balance should be 0, like this area over here. So as you can see, this gives us a pretty good exposure around all the walls and other things, but the background is still pretty not visible. So we're gonna undo this by pressing Ctrl Z, and the first thing we will do is bring up the exposure a little bit. And before that, we're gonna decrease our highlights to make sure all this hue that is blown off in this image is decreased to a level that looks natural and okay. And we're gonna increase our shadows too to make sure that all this area and the background gets into the exposure. Maybe we can increase exposure a little bit. Now, as you can see, all the adjustments that we do are recorded in the history panel. We still have the original image right over here, and if you want to get our original image, we just have to press the reset button over here, and all the images, corrections that we have done in this image will be discarded, and we'll get our original image. Our original image in Lightroom is only affected when we export it in another format via our file. But that's all other things. And first, what we're gonna do else in this image is increase the clarity a little bit, just to make sure that the white balance are lost in this area and all this noise is taken care of. And we're gonna increase the saturation of this image in order to pop up the colors and get a better vibe. Maybe I should remove the exposure a little bit too, just to make sure it look natural. And as you can see, on auto correcting we were not getting all this information from the background, but now we're getting it. And what else we can do is increase our blacks to make sure we get more information about the background. And that's pretty much the basic module. What else we can do is increase any particular color that we want in our hue, saturation, luminance module over here. We can trifle with hue too, but saturation is better to change because it really gives us a better control over the color. And I think we should decrease the blue in this picture a little bit and bring up reds and yellows. Now the last part of this image would be to make sure that we do the lens correction of this image. For that, first of all, we're gonna go to profile, and if the enable profile correction is not checked, then we're gonna check it. And because this is a Canon US image, so we're gonna choose Canon, and this automatically detects our camera and all the settings that we have with it. And so we're gonna enable our profile corrections. This is an important part because the Adobe Lightroom makes sure that all the errors because of the lens of this camera are taken care of. And so this is an important part to make sure that we don't get any lens distortion or other errors that might have occurred. And we're gonna also check the remove chromatic aberrations. And now I think we should decrease the exposure too, because we have already corrected the other aspects of the image. So that was pretty much our basic and lens correction module in the develop module of Photoshop Lightroom. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.